Hey everybody, I'm back again with Star Wars Battlefront. Can't keep away from this game, but okay, today we're doing something different on Battlefront. It is the most OP loadout. Now, after the January patch where the bowcaster and jetpack with the bounty hunter trait got nerfed, it's time to have a look at what I think could be a relatively OP class if used correctly. So what this class is the jump pack as per usual, explosive shot and thermal detonator. Then you can use, I would use the scout trait, but I'm using survivalist at the moment because that's just my favourite. But yeah, so basically in a nutshell, it doesn't matter what gun you use essentially. I like using this. In this video you'll see me go through quite a few range of guns, from some of the rebel blasters to some normal assault rifles, to some pistols and all sorts. It just depends on the map. I mean, the long range maps you want to go with more of the assault rifle-y ones like the one I'm using now, and in the shorter range ones you might want to go with like the pistol looking ones like Can Solo's blaster or the 5-round burst one. I can never remember the names of the blasters, I'm sorry, but anyway, so what you want to be doing anyway with this like setup, if you would, you just want to and you use the jetpack obviously to get out of danger, get close to enemies, and I don't know, this isn't like OP as in that you can just jump around everywhere and people can't kill you. This is because all the classes now are relatively, they've made it so that there's literally no overpowered like classes anymore. There's no overpowered setup which will just absolutely destroy all your opponents. So it's kind of hard to think of like what you're going to be using, what you're going to be playing with. So I just like to use this. So you want to be using the thermal detonator for, like, you know, if there's like a group of enemies. It's just essentially what you do with the grenade. If, like here, when I get absolutely mugged off by these guys with grenades, that's why you use the thermal detonator, because it's really overpowered. I don't know, if it's your last resort, your gun's overheated, and say objective wise, so you're playing cargo, someone's trying to nearly like deliver the cargo, you're gonna just try and throw that one the grenade to try and kill them. I mean, it's better than waiting for your gun to cool down to kill them. You just want to try and get, I mean, you could use pulse cannon. That is you can use that as a substitute for the thermal detonator. I personally prefer the thermal detonator just because I like explosions, and sniping isn't my strong suit, so I prefer the thermal detonator. But obviously, if you're on the larger maps, you do want to be using the pulse cannon, just because it's a bit easier to use. And this that's why we have explosive shot in here, guys, because it really does prove its worth. I mean, you can kill guys way quicker than with normal abilities with not having it. So as you can see, that's how it does. So I don't know what to say here, but basically the explosive shot just kills people a lot quicker, and you do have to be careful with it, because I've managed to kill myself a few times when going in for a gunfight. I'm shooting them like right up in my face with the explosive shot, and I hit them, and then basically the explosion kills me as well as them. So you do have to be quite careful, but it's a lot better because there's just explosions, and who doesn't like a few explosions to kill their opponent? I mean, come on, who doesn't? I mean, I play a few games. I play cargo and drop zone and a bit of heroes versus villains to demonstrate this class setup. So here is the drop zone. Now I'm using the pistol in this one to demonstrate it yet again, but because it's objective based, you want to be using the thermal detonator, which is really good. But obviously I can't hit people for shit, so I do go ahead here and change my sensitivity down, because for some reason I like to play on really low sensitivity, so I just find it easier to get headshots and stuff. But enough of that jibber jabber bullshit stuff. So you just gotta, I mean, you don't have to use this class, it just depends on what you guys think, what you guys prefer, really. That's mainly down to it. But since that January patch, people are trying to think of a class which is good to use, that they that will actually do them well in the multiplayer games. So, I mean, because if you still want to try and use the bowcaster jetpack thing, it doesn't work as well as it did, thanks to them nerfing the bounty hunter stuff. But unfortunately, I'm not having the best of games, so I'm not putting this off in a really good light. But it is pretty good. I mean, all you've got to do is just jet back into an area with explosive shot and just murk a few guys up. I mean, especially if you get behind them. Honestly, you could get some amazing kill streaks with this. I mean, look how much health I'm on. I mean, if you, with some of the guns you use, you can land like one bullet and take like 20 health off them. So it is really, really good. And if you're using a high fire rate weapon, you really want to be using the explosive shot, just because, I don't know, it's just easy and quicker to kill people. As you can see, even when people use their shields, if you start smacking them with this explosive shot, it just absolutely destroys people's shields. So it also counteracts some other people's score streaks in other senses. So I like to use the E11 with this, which is also Boba Fett's gun. So as you can see, it's a good all-rounder gun for this, because high fire rate, and it's got a good range on it. So it's really good to use for the explosive shot if you want to shoot enemies from a distance. Now this is the heroes versus villains part. Now this one isn't as effective on heroes versus villains, just obviously because it's so hard to kill heroes, and the bodyguards can be a bit annoying. But what you want to be doing is basically, as you say, just stay in the distance. I'd recommend using the E11 for this. I don't even think this is the E11. Well, this isn't the E11, I've just realised. Boba Fett's gun. Whatever Boba Fett's gun is, use that, because it's really good. But I want to stay back, and there you can see, there is Boba Fett. And you can just land a load of shots on them, especially with the explosive shot. And if you just stay at the back, and you just keep using your explosive shot, your thermal detonators, it's really good. You can really get some good chained kills together. I mean, unfortunately, like I say, there is no standout overpowered class setup, otherwise I'd be showing you that, guys. But I mean, that's about it for this class setup, really. I mean, it's a good all-rounder if you don't know what to use. So if you did enjoy, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.